Welcome to Friday Fantasy Football Forum, otherwise known as FFFF, otherwise known as Quad F, or otherwise known as which is the sound you make after you sit the wrong guys. So, hopefully after your visit here, we'll have a little bit less and a little bit more whoop. Now let's go be the best in the land of make-believe.
Yeah. I have to do freaking Thursday or Friday on Thursday because everything's messed up because the Jets want to play the Broncos now as opposed to at proper times. I hate this Thursday garbage. It should only be Thanksgiving. There should be 2 or 3 games on, and that should be it. But that's not the case. Anyway, guys, so we got our NFL picks here, and Jets Broncos. I'm going to take Jets. I don't, freaking Tebow is just like messing everything up with people starting QBs and all sorts of jazz. And against the Jets, it's like there's so many reasons why he should suck, and there's still obviously he seems to be a guaranteed lock for 12 points type of deal. But I wouldn't start him this week. And again, like go easy on starting all your Jets players. I see people are starting like a million receivers and all that jazz. Sean Green will probably be a bit better because Tomlinson is out. But, Sanchez still can't throw the ball. He couldn't even throw the ball against the Pats. So, temper your offensive explosion expectations. But the Jets should win that game as far as a real game is concerned. Panthers-Lions, I'm picking Detroit, but we suck. And it's not going to, I think Cam Newton's probably going to have a field day, so he should be good to start. ESPN seems to think that there's a ceiling on how well he can do, as if he's not going to just tear us up on defense, but, whatever with that. It doesn't help that the Panthers suck against the run, and we're missing our top 3 running backs. Obviously, Best is still out, and LaShore that we drafted has been out all year, and then we tried to trade a dude away and get Ronnie Brown, but he had a brain tumor, so we got nobody. So, yeah, that sucks. I still think we can win this game, though, but we suck. We're not going to go to the playoffs. I was at least hoping for freaking 9-7 after a 5-0 start. Jags, Browns, I mean, God, what a coin flip. They're like the same team. Like, they both have a decent defense. They both have, a running game that's not as good as it should be, and they both have quarterbacks that are, like, maybe okay, and they're both 3-6, and all that good stuff. But, just for the sake of like picking an upset, which apparently Jacksonville is favored, I'm just gonna go Browns. Why not? Just so I can say that I did something. Buccaneers, Packers, okay. Bills, Dolphins. I love how these lines are like against each other. In order for the Bills to not be a complete fluke the entire season, they have to beat the Dolphins. Like Miami still sucks by all means. I don't know, man. Fred Jackson still exists, so he should still do well. But this is like the Bills' last chance of like, hey, we actually do play football in the NFL, and we don't suck that bad as Detroit. So I'm gonna have to go Bills on this one, even though it's been pretty bad for them lately. Raiders, Vikings. I got the Raiders. Cowboys, Redskins, I'm going Cowboys, which is funny because there's a huge gap in the lines here. It's like, how do you expect the Redskins to do well, considering how bad they've been playing in comparison to how well the Cowboys have been playing? I don't know! Bengals, Ravens, this is another totally coin flip game. The Ravens seem to be able to beat the Steelers, and then they lose to everyone else that they should not be beating. Meanwhile, the Steelers seem to lose to the Ravens, and then they beat everybody else. So it's like, who's really the worser team? Or the less capable team? Or the who have any idea type of team? So, I don't know. Meanwhile, the Bengals are just kind of sitting in there being like a step and a half below each of those. Like, all 3 of those teams are kind of the same team, like, let's be honest. And the Ravens are just a tad less effective at it than the Steelers, and the Bengals are just a tad less effective at it than the Ravens. So it should be a really coin flip game. And who knows when the Bengals are going to have, or when the Ravens are going to have another freaking stinker out of the blue. So, despite that, for the similar reasons of the Bills, I'm going to have to pick Ravens simply because they have to. And the Bengals are, they need that 1 year of doing well and not making it before they finally like kick ass. But again, another coin flip game. And then to give us 3 coin flips in a row, because I want to play rock, paper, scissors today apparently, we got Seahawks, Rams, and I think Bradford is back. I love how these lines are, oh no, I thought that was different. I don't know, I don't know. The Seahawks are good at stopping the run, but the well, they do have Jackson back now. He was gone for a while, but who the hell knows? You know, I'm picking a tie. Screw it. How do you like that? Picking a tie, because I'm tired of all these games that don't matter, and the teams are too hard to predict who's going to win. Cardinals, 49ers, yeah, I got 49ers. Titans, Falcons, I got Falcons. Another huge gap in the lines. Chargers, Bears, you have to go Bears at this point. Eagles, Giants. Last week I would have said the Eagles are going to win this game, but they just, God, they're more freaking unpredictable than the Ravens are, and they suck. So I have to go Giants. I have to. And this is our Monday night game? Are you serious? This is our Monday night game. Wow, okay, so now we're going to go over to this garbage. And I don't really want to do this garbage all that much. This is week 11, so it is the last week for... Oops, wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. This is the last week for the buys, which is going to be a little bit interesting, as next week's, as in weeks 12 and 13, are, in most leagues anyway, going to be the last weeks of the regular season. So you guys got 3 weeks left to win some freaking games. And after that we go to playoffs, and that changes a lot of stuff. It doesn't change that much, but it changes a lot. Why the hell are the 49ers on waivers in this league? I need to pick that shysta up. Yeah, I need to pick that up. Even the Patriots this week might be a decent pickup, considering whom they're playing. But let's see. Bills, Look at the opponent, Dolphins rank, blah, blah, blah. I suppose if you really need to, the Bills might not be that bad. Let's see here. Well, Dallas just totally rocked them, but as bad as they've been playing, oh, no, yeah, they're even, wow, okay, so I just wouldn't even want to trust that. Rams and Seahawks, you know, I bet both of those defenses are going to be worth playing, the Rams and the Seahawks, which is kind of stupid. What the hell is up with this? This made no sense. How did you beat the Ravens? Whatever, and not just beat, but dominated, along with Tennessee and along with the Browns, Jaguars, and I don't understand, man. Where are we at? Bronco? No. I would definitely play the Jets defense this week. Falcons versus Tennessee, Chargers, Bears. Yeah, play the Bears a lot. Yeah, the Bears are free on a lot of leagues, as well as this week. The Patriots are free in a lot of leagues, which will probably be a good play. Hell, even the Raiders defense versus Minnesota, they might be a good play. I guess they expect Adrian Peterson to do literally everything, as if he's going to score 40 points on his own. He's going to get his stats, you would expect, sure, but there's a limit to how much one guy can beat you up. And even if he gets his absolute record day, it's not going to take 9 points away from the defense. So I think they're still a solid play. That seems to be about it, I think, as far as sneaky defenses for the people who want to pick one up every time or every new game. Everyone else seems to be set in stone at this point. You guys are aware of which ones to start, which ones aren't. So, and again, because of all this playoff jazz, I kind of want to save a few things to talk about for those weeks, because during the season you got to worry more about buys, but once the buys are over, which starts next week, and then the playoffs are on the rise, which starts right after that, that's when trades kind of come in, because then you don't want to just have a good guy sitting up as insurance on your bench. You need to get rid of him to make your starters better, and so that's when we're really going to have to work into trades. So Matt Schaub did just get hurt, so there's a few options of dudes to pick up. Palmer might be a worthwhile pickup. What the hell was his name? Cutler is free on a lot of leagues. He might be good to pick up. I don't know if I'd pick up Vince Young. I guess it depends on the league, but if you just have 1 week to take Vince Young, why not? He gets a lot of flack for all the garbage, and I love that he's got negative points on the season. That's hilarious. But as a starter, his stats from his rookie year, they're positive stats. It's not like he has not played well. Let's not forget I think he was rookie of the year, or at least offensive. I mean, Bradford might be a worthwhile pickup. Let's see, blah, 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 blah. Huh, interesting. I guess he's played worse than I expected him to. But he is against the Seahawks, so who the hell knows? Huh, he really has not. He's sucked. Okay, so don't pick up Bradford. Or pick up Bradford if you need to. But yeah, with Shaw out, you're going to need some sort of answer. Palmer is free almost everywhere, surprisingly. So he's probably worth picking up as a more than 1 week filler. I suppose Matt Moore could be a replacement as well. He hasn't really been that bad. He's thrown multiple TDs each game, or at least has thrown a ton of balls to Brandon Marshall, whom I have. Yeah, 3 versus KC. Okay, none versus the Giants. Only one versus Denver. Oh, because that was the game where you guys decided to go for 2 for no reason and you lost because of it. Gotcha. Okay, wow, really? He sucked versus... Oh, well, that's strange. He seems to be like the Bills' defense. Say, who is this Tyler Palka? Really? Oh, what's-his-face is out, too. Castle is out. That's hilarious. Yeah, don't start this guy. Don't start him. That'd be dumb. That's asking for a loss. Unless you're like McCarr, who started freaking Chad Pennington after starting Brett Favre, but then dropped him because he wanted a fluke. And he got it and lost for it. So... come on, click. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. So yeah, there's not too much. Oh, yeah, Frank Gore. It does say, it's got some nifty information on him. Blah, 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 blah. Obviously, last week he screwed me over completely because they're like, oh, he's going to be good to start. So I start him. He gets 6 touches for 0 points. Meanwhile, the backup that I had on his bench, in case he wouldn't start, got 10 points and I lost by less than 10. So that was really freaking annoying. Like, really, like, I made the right plays, you just lied to me. Yeah, because of how much they're crushing their division, it's talking about how he might not play as much through the end of the games. So if you can find, like I was looking last night, if you can find something for him that's, like, of quote-unquote equal value, but is going to be expected to obviously play and keep up the value, Gore's is probably going to drop throughout the course of the season. Might be something worth looking at as far as trades go. But we're going to look at all that crap in the next episodes. We're going to try and keep this one short. So how about let's just stop it here. As always, post any questions and all that jazz of what you guys have. As far as anything interested in your teams, yada yada yada. I'm freaking tight. He started 6-0. Now he's 6-4, but he scored more points than me. Even the fact that I've beat him now. And this is the worst. I hate this guy. I hate this guy. He's the worst 8-2 in the history of ever. He's so bad, and he does not deserve to be 8-2. And figures, the 2 guys above me are playing, so I can't gain ground on both. I can only gain ground on one. But like this dude, he's so bad. I don't understand. He averages, what the hell does he average? He averages like 80 points, and he just always plays somebody on the week that have a stinker. Like really, he sucks. But anyway, so we're just gonna cut the episode here. And, any questions, since this is our last bye week. I don't know why this is in big mode. I can only get half the thing on one screen at once. But just go with that, and we'll go from there. Because it's Thursday, it also kind of messes up some stuff. I usually do a lot of my business on Friday and Saturday as far as moves, but Thursday games are jacking up reality football as well as fantasy football. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy. And I will have no conclusion, as I usually don't. So, peace.